They don't work harder than you. Most American billionaires work fewer hours per week than the average nurse, fewer hours than a teacher, fewer hours than you. So what are they actually doing with the rest of their time? There are 5 habits, documented, repeatable, shared across people who have almost nothing else in common. And the 5th one? Nobody talks about, because it's the one that makes people uncomfortable. We'll get there. Rapid context. There are roughly 800 billionaires in America right now. Their combined wealth is larger than the GDP of every country on Earth except the US and China. Researchers have studied them. Biographers have followed them. Psychologists have profiled them. And the pattern that keeps emerging isn't what any success book will sell you. It's stranger than that. We've been told wealth is about discipline, early mornings, hustle, grinding, 5 a.m. cold showers, 80-hour weeks, outworking everyone in the room. But what if the entire framework we've been handed is designed to keep us busy and them ahead? What if the habits aren't about working more, but about thinking differently about time itself? Habit 1. Habit 1, they don't manage time. They eliminate decisions. Barack Obama wore the same style suit every day. Mark Zuckerberg still does it. Steve Jobs made it famous. This isn't laziness or eccentricity. Neuroscience calls it decision fatigue. Every choice you make depletes the same cognitive resource you use to build wealth. Billionaires don't conserve energy. They conserve mental bandwidth, and they do it obsessively, in ways most people would consider extreme. But here's the real question. What are they saving all that bandwidth for? A 2011 study in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences tracked 1,100 judicial decisions. Judges granted parole 65% of the time at the start of the day. By afternoon, that number dropped to nearly 0. Same judges, same cases, same laws, different cognitive state, different outcome. Billionaires don't leave outcomes to a depleted brain. Habit 2. They invest in information nobody else has yet. Not stocks, not real estate. Information. Warren Buffett reads between 500 and 1,000 pages a day, has done for decades. Bill Gates takes 2 think weeks per year, disappears to a cabin with nothing but books and no visitors. Elon Musk reportedly read 2 books a day as a teenager and taught himself rocket science from textbooks before hiring a single engineer. They're not reading for entertainment. They're reading to see around corners. And this is where things get unsettling, because the information they're consuming is rarely what's available to the public. Curiosity escalation. The average American reads 4 books a year. Buffett estimates that his early reading habit gave him a knowledge compounding effect, the same way interest compounds money. A 10-year head start in information. In a world where information becomes opportunity, that gap doesn't close. It widens. So the real question isn't what they know. It's what they knew 10 years before the rest of us. Habit 3. They think in decades, not quarters. Every public company in America reports earnings every 90 days, which means every publicly traded CEO is incentivized to think in 90-day windows. Bezos famously asked Amazon employees to think in 7-year cycles, not 1-year plans. 7 years. He said, and I'm paraphrasing, that most of his best decisions would look like mistakes for the first 3 years. Think about that. Decisions that look like failures for 3 years before they pay off. Who has the nerve for that? But here's what no one says out loud. This is only possible if you don't need the money right now. This has happened before, Trigger. In 1994, Jeff Bezos quit a well-paying Wall Street job to sell books online. He drove across the country in a car and typed the business plan on his laptop in the passenger seat. His own father thought it was a terrible idea. For 7 years, Amazon lost money almost every quarter. For 7 years, the conventional wisdom said it couldn't work. He was thinking in decades. Everyone criticizing him was thinking in months. The timeline is the strategy, and almost no one is taught to use it. Habit 4. They build networks that don't look like networking. Forget the conference handshakes, the LinkedIn messages, the cold emails. Billionaires cultivate small, intensely loyal circles, and they invest in those relationships the way others invest in assets. Charlie Munger and Warren Buffett have had essentially the same business partnership for 60 years. 60 years. Gates and Buffett met in 1991, and Gates later said it was the most important conversation of his career. It wasn't a networking event. It wasn't a pitch. It was a Sunday lunch at a family gathering where neither of them wanted to be. Which raises a question nobody asks. How many life-changing connections happen in places you almost didn't show up to?